Hello, welcome to the update. I'm Tina Quinn. The SES says there's been no reports of severe injury or damage after a 3.6 magnitude quake hit Sydney's west overnight. The quake occurred 9 kilometres beneath the surface in the Blue Mountains and Penrith. Residents reported feeling tremors just before 9 p.m. Intelligence and Warnings Officer Adam Williams says at this stage it doesn't look to have caused much chaos.
New South Wales SES had probably 20 calls just as notifications. We did have only one job, which was for some minor roof damage and roof tiles in Western Sydney. Beyond that, there was nothing else.
A maritime corridor to Gaza could begin operating this weekend in a major push to boost aid to stricken Palestinians. It's hoped the sea corridor will enable the delivery of much-needed food and medical supplies. The United Nations is warning a quarter of Gaza's population is on the brink of famine and children are starving to death. There's been a tearful vigil held in Victoria overnight as people gathered to honour mother of 3, Samantha Murphy, who went missing on February 4th. Friends, local representatives and community members in Ballarat have held candles to celebrate the 51-year-old's life. 22-year-old Patrick Stevenson has been charged with Mrs Murphy's alleged murder. Her body is yet to be found. Ballarat Mayor's Des Hudson has told Nine's Today Show that recovering her body will hopefully provide some closure.
Why did this happen? What happened to Samantha? What was the story in the incident that will no doubt flow through the court process? And then the hope that Samantha can be found and returned to her family for a proper, respectful burial and a celebration of her life.
New data shows low-income earners can only afford to rent 3% of available properties. A PopTrack report released today shows rental affordability has fallen to its lowest point since the firm's records began. In sport, the Sharks and Storm had upset wins in the NRL last night. The Bulldogs and Dragons will be out to do the same today when they travel away to play the Eels and Titans. In AFL, Carlton opened its season with a 1-point win over Brisbane in front of a sellout crowd at the Gabba. Blues coach Michael Voss said they struggled early in the game. Today, Gold Coast will play Richmond and GWS take on Collingwood. In entertainment news, it was a royal affair at Madonna's celebration tour date in Los Angeles as the Queen of Pop welcomed on stage Kylie Minogue, Australia's very own Princess of Pop. The pair joined forces on stage to sing a rendition of Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive, timed perfectly for International Women's Day, as well as Kylie's 2001 hit Can't Get You Out of My Head. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team, but we'll see you tomorrow morning for another episode of The Update.